Are you sure about what you're saying?
Hola!
Naomi, this isn't like you. What could they have told you for you to change your mind so radically?
I guess they told me things as they are. And to be honest, it's the first time in a long while that someone has managed to touch my heart this way.
Really?
I nod my head.
I don't know who it is, but they probably wanted to advise you this way because they were worried about you.
Yeah, that's how it was. But back to the topic. I want to let you know that the best thing will be for you to go back to where you moved from. Sayori looks even more surprised.
But what? You want me to leave?
That's the only way to somehow make amends for what I was forcing you to do. Besides, I would feel even worse if I just let you stay here for fun.
But I don't want to leave you alone.
And I don't want you to go. But I also don't want you to stay if you don't feel comfortable with the situation. It's not up for discussion. I've decided that you'll go back to your old home.
Naomi, it's the first time you seem to really care about me.
Hearing those words from Sayori gives me a pang in my heart. I know that during all this time, I've said and done things that were not right at all. I'm always thinking about how to achieve the things I want, and I don't stop to think that I have you as support. You were never a henchman, nor someone to manipulate to help me with this. Despite how I treated you, you kept supporting me in everything I decided. Though I suppose that's because you didn't have any other choice as such, right? Sayori shrugs.
Yeah.
I figured. But the point is that your friend Sayori, a real one, from the day we met in the reform school until now. That's why I want to at least have a clear conscience knowing that my biggest friend is safe and sound through all this trouble. I'm talking about you, Sayori. Sayori's eyes widen with a few tears forming them. Or while a few tears forming them.
Naomi.
Despite the moment, I try to give Sayori a comforting smile. Hey, I'll be fine. I faced much worse situations than this, you know.
Yeah, I know. But the way you treat me reminds me of Hallie and the other girls. Despite everything, deep down I wanted to be part of something big like the literature club. And also have new friendships.
Sayori sighs.
But what you told me happened. They left me out when they found out what I had done, without even letting me explain myself. And that fake Hallie thought they could change my view on the situation and on you.
That must have been tough, but I'm glad you're handling it well.
I guess I learned from the bus. But aren't you mad about me wanting to get close to them and be part of the literature club?
It bothers me a bit, but I'm not angry.
Thank goodness. And don't worry, I've already put aside that absurd idea of wanting to be friends with them and those things.
That seems fine. Anyway, Sayori, I wish you the best of luck when you go back home. We'll keep in touch.
Yeah, Naomi.
Without thinking twice, I hug Sayori. At first she is surprised by my sudden act, but finally she hugs me back. I also promise to do better from now on, okay?
I hope so, Naomi. I know you'll do the right thing one way or another.
We separate from the hug.
Well, I guess I'll have to let Dad and Mom know about going back home. And start packing my bags right away. To be honest, I had gotten some control here.
Don't worry, I've got it all covered. I'll make sure you can get back home as soon as possible.
Thank you, Naomi.
For the first time, I want to do a favor for someone who really helped me a lot during these years. As for Monica, I know it'll be tough, but I'll try something new with her. And I hope it works out. Well, I have to go. It's getting late.
Sure, Naomi.
We'll see each other soon, Sayo. I'm heading to the door to start leaving. Goodbye.
See you.
This whole, Sayori side thing is so weird to me. Anyway, Allie's perspective. It feels so weird having dinner without Mom at home. It must be really annoying having to work extra hours, especially if it's at night. I try to eat, but it's hard with the discomfort of the environment. The only sounds I hear are from outside, along with the fridge and the ticking of the clock. I let out a sigh. If this is what living alone is like, then I'm even more scared for that moment to come. While I'm thinking to myself, my cell phone starts vibrating. The surprise makes me almost drop it when I try to grab it. I finally manage to hold the cell phone firmly and check who's calling. It's Mom. Did she get delayed or something? There's only one way to find out. I answer the call. Hello?
Hello, son. How are you? Sorry I can't be there to keep you company.
Hi, Mom. Don't worry, I'm eating what you left me. And everything is quiet, so I'm fine.
I'm glad, son. I'm just getting back home. My taxi was delayed more than expected, and my feet hurt from standing so much.
Age is catching up to you, Mom.
What did you say, young man? For your information, I'm just entering my 40s.
From the second half.
Ah, you're so mean.
Okay, sorry.
Humph.
I can't see Mom, but she's probably pouting right now.
Seriously now, son. I'll be arriving in an hour still.
That's fine, Mom. I'll wait for you.
Now that I'm sitting here, how about you tell me about your day? Only if you want, of course.
Sure. Anyway, I don't have much to do.
Okay then, tell me.
Well, I haven't done much today. The most relevant thing is that, unfortunately, we had to expel a member from the literature club.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that, son. That must have been a tough decision.
No doubt. But on the bright side, we got a new member, so we don't have to worry so much about the lack of one.
Well, that's good, son. I'm glad to know you and Monica are doing well with that club you formed.
I am too, Mom.
Anyway, anything else you want to tell me?
Well, on Saturday I plan to go to a fireworks event with my friends.
Sounds good, son. As long as you don't come home too late, you'll have permission to go out.
Thanks, Mom. By the way, there's also something else I have planned for that day.
Oh? What is it about, Hallie?
Well, a deep blush starts to form on my face. It's that. I want to take the next step, finally.
Do you mean to...
Confess to Monica. A silence fills the kitchen I'm in, and also the other side of the call. For a moment, I think the call got accidentally disconnected. Hello? Are you still there, Mom?
What?
Mom's scream was so loud that I think it could be heard from outside the house. Ouch.
What do you mean you're going to confess?
Well, yeah, Mom. Do you think that's something bad?
Quite the opposite, son. You have no idea how happy that makes me to hear.
It's not that big of a deal, Mom.
Either way, I'm glad to know you want to take that step.
Well, I also wanted to ask you for some advice, you know. I'm a 0 to the left when it comes to confessing.
What an honor to be your first choice for advice, haha.
You're the one I trust the most, then.
Of course, son. Well, I think the most obvious thing would be to be yourself. There's nothing more attractive in a guy than being himself and not forcing his personality just to impress a girl.
Noted.
Another piece of advice is to be completely honest with your feelings, both for her and with yourself. It's important that you express what you feel for her from the heart.
Noted.
It's also important to listen to her. After all, a relationship is based on trust and active listening.
Noted.
I think that would be all, son. The rest depends on you, but remember that you'll always have my support and understanding no matter what happens.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, I wish your dad were here. He would surely give you much better advice than mine.
What was it like when Dad confessed to you, Mom?
It's a long story. And actually, I was the one who confessed.
Really?
Uh-huh. I remember it was when we were both in middle school. We were heading back to his house, and, well, I confessed at that moment. The funniest part is that your dad didn't hear me well at first and misunderstood things. He thought I was asking him if he liked the color blue, and I had said, I like you.
I can't help but stifle a laugh at this moment.
Yeah. At that moment I wanted to die from embarrassment, and I turned quite red. Until I told him again, and that's when he turned as red as a tomato. Although the fact that he didn't hear me at first completely overshadowed the romantic moment. We both couldn't stop laughing about what happened for the rest of the day.
Why hadn't you told me about this before?
I didn't want to be embarrassed in front of you, son. Years may have passed, but I still feel shy admitting what happened.
Haha, sure.
Anyway, the point, son, is that kind of situation only reflects how two people can find love and similarities. Even in the most absurd things. So don't be afraid if you think you might ruin your confession. Even if things don't go as planned, the important thing is to be yourself at all times. And I wish you good luck, son. Well, everything will go well that day.
Thanks, Mom. You're really helpful, seriously.
It's nothing, son. Anyway, I have to hang up. I'm about to take another taxi to finally get home.
Okay, Mom. Take care.
You too, son. I love you.
I love you too, Mom. And with that, the call ends. I leave my cell on the table and start staring into space. So I just have to be myself, huh? I feel a bit doubtful, but, well, Either way, I should finish eating. This is about to get cold. Thursday, September 4th, 20xdx, 12:45 p.m. Naomi's perspective.
I've been looking for Monica since recess started. However, I haven't had any luck. She must be with her other friends or Hallie. By the way, despite everything, I find it disgusting that Hallie and Monica are so close. They almost seem like a couple. And the fact that it is like that makes my stomach churn even more. Anyway, I'm not here to deal with that. I just want to try to talk to her about the whole situation. To finally be at peace. Despite what Cosway told me, my hatred towards her doesn't disappear. But like I said, I want to at least try this. I have nothing to lose after all. Anyway, I'll keep looking for her. I haven't found her. Ugh, I'm getting impatient. I'm starting to think this is a waste of time. I let out a big sigh. Well, if I don't find her, I guess I can try inviting her to meet after classes. The thing is whether she'll accept. And given the situation, I highly doubt it. But I have nothing to lose by trying. Where was her classroom again? I guess I'll have to look for it. Luckily, I managed to remember where Monica's classroom was. Just hope no one sees me here looking suspicious. Anyway, I'm going in. Lucky for me, no one's in the classroom. Now the thing is to find Monica's desk. I start looking desk by desk. Finally, I find hers. I glance to the side and realize Hallie sits next to her. Can you make it any more obvious? Disgusting. Anyway, I'm just here to leave Monica a note and leave. That's it. Without wasting much time, I take a pen from my pocket along with a small piece of paper. Done. I guess that'll be enough. I'll leave the note on Monica's desk. Now I better get out of here before someone catches me.
Allie's perspective. 12:50. 0 p.m. I'm telling you, Cosway, eating a bunch of protein bars won't give you more energy. That's a myth.
Lies. When we were little, I used to eat 10 of these a day and felt fresh as a daisy.
Yeah, but you're not a kid anymore.
No, but eating lots of these will surely give me the energy I had back then.
I let out a sigh. If you say so. But don't say I didn't warn you later.
Deal.
We're heading back to the school. Cosway had the luck, in big quotation marks, that the vending machine malfunctioned and gave her a bunch of energy bars. I suppose for a kid it'd be a blessing. But as you grow older, you realize too much of anything is never good. Anyway, right now I'm more nervous about the fact that I have to show the principal the recording Jackie showed us yesterday. Part of me says it's better not to, not because I think it's wrong, but simply because I don't want any more trouble, either with Naomi or anyone else. I feel like I'm dragging out the situation somehow. But, on the other hand, if I just do this, Naomi won't bother Monica or me anymore. And maybe other students who also had to, or have had to put up with her behavior. In any case, I hope everything goes well. While I'm lost in thought, Cosway and I unexpectedly run into Monica. According to what she told me, she was helping another student with math problems. She's a whiz at that, after all. Even so, the fact that she's possibly alone with another guy makes me a bit uncomfortable. Not to the point of feeling sickly jealous or anything. I would never be that type of person in my life. But I guess it's my own insecurities. I need to stop overthinking every little thing.
Oh, hi guys. What a surprise running into you here.
Hi, Monica.
Hi.
We were just heading back to class. How are you?
Mostly fine. The guy I had to teach this time was seriously a challenge. No matter how much I explained, he just couldn't get it. Is that my explanations are that hard to understand?
No, not at all. Your explanations are really good. I'm saying it from experience.
Thanks, Allie.
Monica and I smile at each other.
Well, you two can make googly eyes at each other later. We still have to get to class.
But we weren't... whatever. I start walking toward our classroom. How do you stutter a groan?
Do I make it that obvious? Don't worry, Monica. One step at a time. I guess so. Anyway, we better head to the classroom, too. Sure.
After a short walk, we finally reach the classroom. Other students are arriving too, so we should hurry up. Upon entering the classroom, Cosway goes to her seat while Monica and I do the same.
Allie, are you still okay with going to the principal to show that recording of Naomi? I mean, it's not that I'm against it, but honestly, I don't want any more trouble with her.
Don't worry, Monica. I got this. Besides, this way you won't have any more issues with Naomi again. So relax, I'll handle it.
Alright, Allie. I trust you.
I give Monica one last smile before sitting down at my desk. Suddenly, I hear Monica seem startled. What's wrong, Monica?
Allie,
Monica hands me some kind of note. Without much hesitation, I open it.
We need to talk. I'll see you on the school roof. Don't make me wait too long. Naomi.
Naomi?
what do you think this means?
Coming from her, probably nothing good.
I obviously don't trust it much, but I guess on the other hand, I don't lose anything by trying to talk to her.
If you want, I can go with you to...
No, Hallie, I appreciate your help, but I want to do this alone this time. Instead of chickening out and avoiding the situation, I need to face it once and for all. As much as I don't like it.
I'm surprised by Monica's response. It seems like she wants to resolve things on her own without having to depend on me or anyone else. Of course, Monica. But if anything happens, just let me know, alright?
Of course, Hallie. While I go talk to Naomi, I'll leave you in charge of the club until I return.
Are you promoting me to club president? What an honor.
It's just temporary. Don't get too excited.
Haha, sure. The teacher starts entering the classroom, signaling that classes are about to begin. Monica and I head to our desks, and the last classes of the day start.